Right, shoot.
How am I possible?
Yeah.
I remember before I had Nixie, my first kid, and in the first couple of months of pregnancy, I made a pact with myself that I would try my best to make my kids work around my life rather than the other way around. I know that sounds terrible, but it just allowed me to have an hour to do something that was important to me. It was kind of like an hour of me time, was coming to the gym, and it helped massively that where I was exercising here, Ben and Paul would kind of be really supportive. If my babies were crying, they'd pick them up, or one of the members would try and pick them up and settle them just so I could finish my workout. And it helped a lot with mentally going to be able to, like, okay, I've done my, I would always try and do the morning class, so it allowed me to like say, okay, I've done my hour, I've had my time, the rest of the day is for you guys. Like, I could kind of mentally feel better about everything with my kids, basically, like, because I wasn't going, I just wish I had a minute to myself, because I would always try and get here 9 o'clock, do it, and then the rest of the day is for them. So
yeah, and I was saying, as an outsider looking in on parents, I see it seems that a lot of parents, particularly women, are such carers and nurturers that they want to put their kids first, and of course you do, but often at the sacrifice of their own mental health, and realising that by looking after yourself and giving yourself that hour, it actually fills your own cup and allows you to be a better wife, a parent, and can increase your patience and, I guess, mental stability over the day.
Yeah. And it's like, it is hard. It's definitely, like, there are days where it's really difficult to get out of the house, but I was just like, I'm just doing it. Like, this is one thing that I'm going to get done today. And also, I think it's good for me personally is to get out of the house and be around people, especially when you're on maternity leave and you feel like you're stuck in the house all day and your baby won't stop crying. It just kind of gives you that separation, like, okay, there's life outside of the house type of thing, and talking to people and stuff like that was really helpful for me. But yeah.
You mentioned making a pact, and I think that, I know it's really valuable for you because you're a keen exerciser 4 to 5 years prior to falling pregnant, but for maybe those that are listening that aren't exercisers as such, I think it's important to realise that the benefits of even starting small or giving yourself an hour to go for a walk after the baby, because of all the benefits that it can give, and like I said, all those benefits of getting outside, creating some space, meeting people or talking to people, getting support when you need it. Outside of the benefits of exercise alone, there's a lot of value there, and also realising that it won't happen unless you've drawn a line in the sand as such, that it has to happen, because babies are often so demanding. It's a full-time job.
Yeah.
I guess we'll try wrap it up. But what is there anything else you, through your experiences, that you feel is valuable to give to those thinking about getting pregnant or having a child or have had a child and thinking about getting exercising? Or
I think, like, don't let anyone tell you how it's going to be. You need to decide for yourself how you want to do it, I guess. Like, you'll hear people say, oh, you won't have any time to exercise, or you won't have any time for yourself, and you don't have anywhere near as much time for yourself, but you can make it happen. Like I would bring my kids to the gym, and they just have to wait.
There's ways around it, I guess.
Yeah. And also, like, I mean, there's places out there that have creches and things like that, so you can do it, but you don't even have to go to a gym. Just like getting out of the house, I think, is massively important. And if you can do it, get out of the house while exercising, I think
even better.
Yeah, even better.
And I think we mentioned there's a lot of conflicting information out there. For me as a trainer, I think it's really important to get advice and from an expert. If you are concerned or unsure, particularly advice from someone that exercises themselves, that are on your level, that understand the importance of that and the role it plays in your life. Often you get differing opinions from experts that aren't necessarily in the field, or will tell you information that doesn't align with you.
Yeah.
So often they don't understand that value to you.
Yeah.
And that can be frustrating. You met up with the physio afterwards as well.
Yeah.
Pelvic floor issues is a really common issue. Don't shy away from it, guys. Speak up. I think it's about 70% of women at some stage will have some sort of pelvic floor issue. So you're not alone. It's nothing to be embarrassed about or anything like that. Just speak up, address it early, get the assessment.
Yeah.
Did you find that beneficial?
Yeah, so I went to 2 different women's physios. With Nick's, I went to one and was told you shouldn't be lifting weights at all. Like, basically all the stuff that I was doing, she's like, you need to stop doing that, blah, blah, blah. Which was fine, but I, in myself, felt like, why? I'm not feeling any discomfort. My pelvic floor seems to be turning on when I'm doing these exercises. Why can't I do them? So I did back off a bit. But then with Marlo, I went to a different physio who does similar kind of exercise to what I do. And the advice was completely different. And she's like, if anything, your pelvic floor is too switched on. So, like, yeah, so if you feel comfortable, like, she's like, I'm totally happy for you to be, like, putting more weights on and things like that. So it's just a very different advice that I got from 2 different physios. So, yeah.
Yeah, at that time, I think it's really important because you're already in a fragile state of mind, I guess, because you've lost so much of your previous self.
Yeah.
In terms of physicality, and to be told certain things can really bring you down a notch. And I think it's really important, or try to be strong, have support around you, and yeah, as I said, get advice from professionals that you're aligned with, I guess. There's always ways we can make things work for you.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll wrap it up, but thank you so much for, like I said, being an inspiration to everyone here at the gym and others that are training and listening. It's awesome to see, and you encourage others to exercise during their pregnancy and after, and how you're doing such an awesome job of managing it. I know it's very difficult, but you do an awesome job. We've had some awesome, had 4 or 5 pregnancies run through this gym, and one that stands out massively is Michelle, who was right up until the very end. It was amazing, the coaches and everyone here. So it can be done, guys. It's just got to make the choice to stick with it, get the right advice, and happy parenting. So thanks for listening, guys. Catch you on the next podcast. If you got the time, we'd love you to leave a 5-star review or follow us. That would really help us spread the word, spread what we're trying to do here, which is educate people in the area and those outside of the area, and help them, I guess, enjoy the benefits of exercise. So thank you. Thanks for listening. See ya.